Genesis 25. Genesis 25 verse 1, and Abraham took another wife named Keturah. Genesis 25 verse 2, she became the mother of Zimran and Jokshan and Medan and Midian and Ishbak and Shua. Genesis 25 verse 3, and Jokshan became the father of Sheba and Dedan. And from Dedan came the Ashurim and Letushim and Lumim. Genesis 25 verse 4, and from Midian came Ephah and Epher and Hanok and Abida and Eldah. These were the offspring of Keturah. Genesis 25 verse 5, now Abraham gave all his property to Isaac. Genesis 25 verse 6, but to the sons of his other women he gave offerings, and sent them away, while he was still living, into the east country. Genesis 25 verse 7, now the years of Abraham's life were 175. Genesis 25 verse 8, and Abraham came to his death, an old man, full of years, and he was put to rest with his people. Genesis 25 verse 9, and Isaac and Ishmael, his sons, put him to rest in the hollow rock of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar the Hittite, near Mamre. Genesis 25 verse 10, the same field which Abraham got from the children of Het. There Abraham was put to rest with Sarah his wife. Genesis 25 verse 11, now after the death of Abraham, the blessing of God was with Isaac, his son. Genesis 25 verse 12, now these are the generations of Ishmael, the son of Abraham, whose mother was Hagar the Egyptian, the servant of Sarah. Genesis 25 verse 13, these are the names of the sons of Ishmael by their generations. Ishmael's first son was Nebaioth, then Kedar and Adbeel and Mibsam. Genesis 25 verse 14, and Mishma and Duma and Massa. Genesis 25 verse 15, Hadad and Tema, Jetur, Naphish and Kedema. Genesis 25 verse 16, these are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names in their towns and their 10 circles, 12 chiefs with their peoples. Genesis 25 verse 17, and the years of Ishmael's life were 137, and he came to his end and was put to rest with his people. Genesis 25 verse 18, and their country was from Havilah to Shur, which is east of Egypt. They took their place to the east of all their brothers. Genesis 25 verse 19, now these are the generations of Abraham's son Isaac. Genesis 25 verse 20, Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel the Aramean of Paddan Aram, and the sister of Laban the Aramean, to be his wife. Genesis 25 verse 21, Isaac made prayer to the Lord for his wife because she had no children. And the Lord gave ear to his prayer, and Rebekah became with child. Genesis 25 verse 22, and the children were fighting together inside her. And she said, if it is to be so, why am I like this? So she went to put her question to the Lord. Genesis 25 verse 23, and the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your body, and 2 peoples will come to birth from you. The one will be stronger than the other, and the older will be the servant of the younger. Genesis 25 verse 24, and when the time came for her to give birth, there were 2 children in her body. Genesis 25 verse 25, and the first came out red from head to foot like a robe of hair, and they gave him the name of Esau. Genesis 25 verse 26, and after him, his brother came out, gripping Esau's foot, and he was named Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when she gave birth to them. Genesis 25 verse 27, and the boys came to full growth, and Esau became a man of the open country, an expert bowman. But Jacob was a quiet man, living in tents. Genesis 25 verse 28, now Isaac's love was for Esau, because Esau's meat was greatly to his taste. But Rebekah had more love for Jacob. Genesis 25 verse 29, and one day Jacob was cooking some soup when Esau came in from the fields in great need of food. Genesis 25 verse 30, and Esau said to Jacob, give me a full meal of that red soup, for I am overcome with need for food. For this reason he was named Edom. Genesis 25 verse 31, and Jacob said, first of all give me your birthright. Genesis 25 verse 32, and Esau said, truly, I am at the point of death. What profit is the birthright to me? Genesis 25 verse 33, and Jacob said, first of all give me your oath. and he gave him his oath, handing over his birthright to Jacob. Genesis 25 verse 34, Then Jacob gave him bread and soup, and he took food and drink and went away, caring little for his birthright.